Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the debut edition of the Quick Picks. Oh no, we fighting. We fighting. I already know. Randy know.
I hate this
I'm
guy.
mad because that was literally my next pick.
That was my last pick.
Again?
Here's the thing though.
I should have secured it.
I was ready.
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch
I
it.
was ready.
Magic Johnson, I let you have that.
Yeah,
And
word.
no, you didn't let me have nothing.
Because you said the WB. And I was like,
Yeah.
You got the exact thing I was wearing, and I've been waiting all this time to tell you one phrase. You can kiss my ass. Goddamn. You gonna pick some goddamn.
Move it on. Ryan, you got a minute. My family, my blood. You already see Randy Lewis on the side. Say what's up, Randy.
Hello, everybody.
We got my boy Kid Dynamite, aka Tyler Hicks. What's up, Ty?
Doing all right.
And yeah, you know when you gotta go with blood, you gotta reach down in the bloodline. I have my boy Ryan Tony. Ryan, what's popping, brother?
still black and I'm proud.
Still black and proud, especially in this time. You know what I'm saying? All blending, Wakanda, word to Tia. But yeah, no, honestly, like anyway, this debut edition episode of this show, honestly, before we get started, just to explain some things. So the Quick Picks, it's a panel talking about anything in entertainment. You know, you talk your music, your sports, your films. Each of us will draft you a collection or assortment of talent that you can potentially enjoy. It could be a TV block of shows. It could be some movies. It could be even potentially some wrestlers. Who knows? Or some basketball players, some football players. You know, and at the end of it, you will be voting who is the best and who's worst. Well, they'll get the first pick in the very next episode. Today, we're going to kick it off with some OG shows, cartoon shows, that is, from the 1980s beyond. And as we all know, back in the day, you know, all checking and out Boomerang and all that stuff. And now we're in quarantine. We need something to watch. So if we have a TV block from 8 to 10, what are we going to watch? We don't know. So now we're going to provide that for you here today. I'm going to go last. Randy, since he is very, very much an expert and the oldest, he's going to go second to last. And the first two picks will be decided with a number that I have in my head. I'm thinking of a number, Tyler. What is it?
There's no range. He's got to think of a number.
1 to 10. 1 to 10.
6.
Damn. I hate you. All right. Well, first pick goes to Tyler. And you know, this is quite awesome for you because beforehand you were not too sure. You're not too sure about this. So
makes it easier for me to not embarrass myself. So you try. If y'all picked all the good stuff first, I'd be asked out. To be honest.
you got it. So with
first show.
What's up?
The shows. Oh yeah, tell them the range of the shows, like which cartoons.
So again, the range of the shows will range from like anywhere from literally the early 20th century all the way down to 1989. That is the ending of the 1980s. We will go towards the 90s as a later date because 90s has some hits. We ain't gonna touch on that. That's too much. That's too much fire right now. Too much fire right now. So 1989 and beyond.
We might lose some respect for each other if we did the 90s right now.
Oh no, we fighting. We fighting. I already know. Randy know. But that being said, any further ado, first pick in the draft, Tyler Hicks, you are up. What's the TV show that you picking?
The pressure. Oh boy. First pick in the draft for the cartoons up to 89. I'm gonna go with one of my favorite shows, Tom and Jerry.
Oof.
Like that.
That's the good one.
That's one of the GOAT shows right there. Where you could just honestly spend like 3 hours straight.
I don't like Randy's reaction. He looked right to his left. I think he had a list. and he's about to cross
You did
something
have
up.
no, that's what I'm trying to say, man. That's what that's the intrigue of the show, man. Like you breaking brackets, you breaking lists, man. I love number one pick Tom and Jerry. State your reasons why, man. Come on, man, real quick.
Tom and Jerry, especially in a time where like people's attention spans are kind of meh right now. Like Tom and Jerry was very unique from that era of cartoons where you didn't have to really speak much to get a point across. Like the ability to story tell without saying anything is like a lost art nowadays.
Yeah,
And, Tom and Jerry managed to make you laugh. Yeah, granted, it was kind of violent for the time and even now, but it was one of those like stupid violence where it's like you could laugh at it because it's kind of crazy, and it wouldn't really affect you too much. Also, it was one of my favorite shows to watch as a kid. I watched it with my uncle before he passed away a couple of years ago. You guys already know, so it always had a special place in my heart, and it still holds up because any kid could watch that show now and laugh their ass off. So
damn right. And there was a news recently. I don't know if you saw this on Twitter where they were like, "Yo, the real reason why Tom and Jerry chased each other around was because they were cool."
yeah,
But
and Tom had to make it. Yeah, no, Jerry had to go around so that Tom could still be in the house. Yeah, no, I heard about that.
Oh,
No, it was another. It was another creepypasta type thing I heard recently. We can't use this cartoon because it's not '89, but I was talking to my friends and we thought to ourselves, "Yo, Ed, Edd, and Eddy, right?
yeah,
What if they were like drug addicts, and that's why they had all those schemes, and the Jawbreakers were actually coded in something that they were addicted to, and
there
that's why
was
they did what they
actually
did."
another theory, like
Oh.
that they were all dead, and that's why you don't see nobody else, and that's why it's only kids in the cul-de-sac that you see.
true. I saw a lot of those theories back in the day, especially with like Nickelodeon. There was a bunch of those creepy
Rugrats.
man.
Every time
Rugrats,
it was Rugrats.
Exactly. We getting into Rugrats in the night. We don't have to touch on that, man. That
Yeah, another day.
Rugrats was kind of dark.
Yeah, man. Number two pick is on the board. Ryan Tony.
All right, I put some thought into this.
Yeah.
Being number two, it's kind of like, well, we're not gonna get into that, but anyway, I'm gonna choose one of my favorite cartoons, right? And like this is one of the cartoons that helped me become who I am today. And I'm sorry, Jay, I'm gonna have to take Rip off of your shirt. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
See, I'm glad I said Tom and Jerry because if that was on my list. That was on my list.
Because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, when I tell you, if it wasn't for that show, I wouldn't have gotten my favorite adaptation of the 20s, Yeah. When it was on 4Kids. Now, I went back and watched the original. Completely different, but it was a gem for what it was. And I just, it was definitely a great thing that came out because it expanded to other things, We got James Avery in it, He as the Shredder, and that was like one of the best voice actings we had back then.
Fact, man. Like that's a fact. Yo, listen, the voice acting back then was immaculate.
That's a fact.
Third pick on the board, the OG in this. His name is King, aka Randy Lewis. Who you got?
Considering the fact that I'm a historian when it comes to this cartoon thing.
This guy.
Historian.
This guy.
I'm a connoisseur of the arts.
Who you picking?
I gotta go with this show because this show was I wouldn't say a rip-off, but more of a condemnation of a TV show during the 1950s. It came in the 1960s, and you can see these even till this day. Till this day. You can even see them at your local grocery stores. Shout out to Post Cereal, by the way.
Oh God, I feel like I know where he's going with this.
I was so close.
I feel like I know where he's going with this.
I was one pick away.
Ladies and gentlemen,
man.
Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble, Wilma. I gotta go with the Flintstones. And why? Because in terms of we talk about cartoons being zany and quirky and slapstick humor. The Flintstones were probably the first cartoon to basically to have a family structure in the cartoon universe. No other cartoon at that time had a family structured cartoon at the time, and they broke the mold. They broke the mold for future shows that came along, especially in the 1990s.
100%.
They broke the mold. I gotta go with my boy Fred Flintstone, and the Flintstones. They were a great TV show. They spanned out a lot of other spin-offs, and even to this day,
Halle Berry in the movie.
yeah, movies.
That's a pick in and of itself. It's a pick in and of itself, man.
True.
So
I was one pick away, dog. One.
I gotta go with Fred Flintstone and the Flintstones. So, that's my first pick of this draft.
Pick away. I was one pick away. Well,
one pick away.
You know what? As the New York Knicks of this draft already, because I missed out on Stephen Curry, I gotta pick my Jordan Hill. But there is obviously a lot of good content out there. If you're going Flintstones, I gotta combat you in the 60s and 70s. I'm gonna get me Jetsons. Let's go. I'm getting
What'd you say?
I'm going OG with it.
Jetsons.
I'm getting Elroy.
All right.
My wife
Randy's mad.
taking my wallet.
Yeah. You better be mad.
You better
I
X
am
that out.
This is my show. It's my number one first draft pick.
I can't wait to go again.
My talent right now. Hey, listen. It's my time. It's my time.
Someone down.
I get back picks, and then it goes back, and then it trickles down. So what I'm gonna do?
Oh God.
Because I do. I don't even at this point. Once he took the Flintstones, I was tight. I'm gonna just be spiteful this entire thing now. So I'm gonna go from the Flintstones.
Why do we gotta suffer?
Yeah.
Get me Scooby-Doo.
No.
Fuck you, man.
Where are you?
Yo, that was literally.
Listen, dog. I said it.
Why you gotta be that guy?
He was that guy just now, bro.
Nah, you that guy now.
Hey, listen,
This is a sibling rivalry. We have nothing to do with this.
You took the Jetsons and Scooby-Doo. Like,
listen.
I got you, man.
I
feel you now. I feel you.
That's why. Hey, listen. That's why this gotta happen, dogs.
No.
I want my. Listen.
It's all love. It's all love.
It's all love, but
I'm hurt. I feel betrayed. I've been led astray. I've been bamboozled.
Let's take a drink of this water real quick.
Go ahead. Hey. Listen. While y'all simmering down on my pick, how about Mr. Glare upstairs with his next pick, Mr. White Shirt?
He about to make us suffer too. God damn.
You know what, man?
Shut up.
But did you see the Jetsons and Ruby Roo?
He's such a villain.
Such a heel. Sometimes, in Greek mythology, Achilles got shot in his heel.
Ooh.
You know that, right?
Why are we cutting promos? Just kill me already.
So,
He's saying his monologue. That means that wait, Tyler. Honestly, that means that you're gonna survive at the end of the movie. He's just giving you that 3-minute soliloquy, so that afterwards, nothing happens.
This show set the table for other shows in terms of where I'm going with this.
Oh God.
You like adventure, right? Right?
Swear to God. I swear to God, don't do it.
Sometimes, some people even call it a test.
No.
Let's go on an adventure. I'm taking my boy Johnny Quest.
Oh, bars. Oh my God.
I mean, I heard adventure. I knew exactly what was about to happen.
If you come back, you best not miss.
Villain.
Move it on. Ryan, you got
it. I'm gonna go with my motif.
Okay.
Spanning into generations of future cartoons and paving the ways for the people of the 90s. I'm gonna have to go with Transformers.
I like that. I like that.
Randy didn't even think of that.
I
Look
like
at his
that
face.
pick.
He didn't
Look
think of
at
that.
He didn't
Look at
think of
that.
that.
You
Just,
didn't think
listen,
of
I'm gonna tell
He
you
didn't
this right
think of
now.
that.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Just on theme songs alone, he got it.
Transformers.
He got it. He got it.
Robot in disguise.
Because when we first
Fire.
thought about this topic, that's the first thought that came to my mind. That song. So he got it. He got it. Wait,
All
time
right.
out. You got TMNT and you got damn. You all right?
He's taking shows with remakes.
Nah,
I swear.
I
He just,
like that. I like that though. Exactly. That's he fathered him. He fathered him.
If
Alright.
it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be where we Michael Bay, baby. If it
That's
was,
a fact.
come on now.
He was burnt with that. Ty, what you got? You got back-to-back picks.
fuck you. You took Scooby Doo. Bro, I was so
You
mad.
did.
I was like, I thought I had something nice, and then you're like, oh, you start, and I was like, oh no, there's a chance.
I mean, on the board, I don't know if I could say anything's on the board, but there are certain spin-offs that are still on the board.
No, there are plenty
Indeed.
of shows. There are plenty of shows, and you know
Indeed.
they're not coming to me
That
right
was-
now.
I'll tell you what. The spin-off of Scooby-Doo.
I'm not picking. No, you picked Scooby Doo. When you said Scooby Doo, you ate the whole franchise. You took
Nah,
everything.
Nah,
the
I
whole
don't know,
thing.
man. That's spinoff.
No, listen, you know something?
You know, it was.
No, I don't know, man. I don't care no more. Everybody wanna take things from me. But I ain't do nothing, man. You know
Oh,
what? You
He's
let your
going nuclear.
you let his sibling rivalry take over the fact that there are two other people here. You know, that also suffer.
Listen,
You know what? I need some nice music to make me feel better about this. So I don't need the world's smallest violin. I need the DuckTales theme song because that's my pick.
Oh! Yo, he got that DuckTales. You know what? That's a good setup.
Yo, I wasn't even
That's
thinking.
a got your ass right there.
Yeah.
That's a got your ass right there. Look at
Yeah. You spiteful bastard.
Randy, put it
Yeah.
on me.
I wasn't
Put it
even
on your face
thinking.
right now. Put it on your face right now. Put the camera on Randy right now. Look at his face. Look at
Damn, man, he took DuckTales, son.
yo. I thought that was gonna be his first pick, honestly. And Tyler still has one more pick on the board.
Oh, yes, sir.
Are we doing 3 or 4?
No, we're doing 4. So basically, like how it works is like.
Oh,
you
last
get one-
person goes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
After this, you have to-
I had to do it. Because y'all some assholes. And now I don't know which one of my other two I wanted to say now. Because, I mean, I think they both good. What do you call it? Next pick, you know what? I'm gonna take a gamble. I'm gonna say He-Man.
Oh, that's a good one.
He-Man.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, listen, you following Ryan's thing where he just like the intros just jump out at you. You just just jump out.
You know, since I am number 2, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go for pick. You know, yeah, y'all gonna be a little heated about this. You know, it created many opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It like I'm gonna have to go with. It's a remake, but you know, it's also beloved just like the original. You know, I'm gonna have to say a pup named Ruby Roo.
Oh, okay.
We got scared for nothing. I
Yeah,
thought
no,
he
you got-
had.
You
No,
got
that was a dope show. Don't get me wrong,
was.
but
That theme song, man.
No. See, it's not the theme song. It's the end credits theme song that got you. That black lady was singing her life away, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, listen. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fine.
Scooby-Doo. I could sit there.
Oh, you set me up, Ryan. You definitely just set me up. I was about to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I had like three things in my head, and like out of sheer like I no intelligence, I don't even know what years they came out. So I didn't want to feel stupid and say it. You know,
Scooby-Doo was
I'm
89.
I'm fact checking mine now.
like I'm telling you right now, like I wanted to choose. Initially, I wanted to choose. Can I say what I wanted to choose?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Originally I was gonna choose G.I. Joe.
That
84. You're around 84, 85.
that's before, yeah.
Oh crap. Can I switch?
I think, you know what? I'm gonna just say, as out of respect, I ain't gonna pick that. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Yeah, GI Joe was 80s.
Because like, yo, I'm not even gonna lie. They had the catchphrases. They had the toys. They had the damn theme song,
They
man.
had the Booker
But
T.
you know what? Here's the question though. Do you want to switch up?
100%. I want to switch.
All right, that's your pick then.
Yo, Joe.
No.
That's your pick then. That's your pick then.
Thank
Rescind
you,
it.
sir.
GI Joe, third pick. Randy.
Oh, I got
It still gotta
Talking to the marketers and producers of the 80s.
Yeah.
I can pick that, right? You sure?
This guy.
It's not gonna burn it down.
It's not gonna. You hear this, man?
I got you.
He is.
Oh,
He is
uh,
oh my God.
Oh God.
I conferred with my cabinet. And
Oh God.
You mean the one right across the room?
Tyler, jump off a bridge. Um,
Sound like my mom.
Like that. You said, "Oh, my mama." Who you got, Red? Who you got?
See, this show set off an entire universe.
Oh God.
I ain't gonna keep it PG, but I am gonna definitely keep it WB.
Oh man. I see where we going.
You know, it's not just a quartet of people, let alone a tandem of heroes. Where I'm going is going with the Super Friends.
Oh, you got me scared for no reason.
I got scared.
No, you should be scared.
I
'Cause
got
without the Super Friends, you ain't getting Justice League. You ain't getting the Superman series. You're not getting Batman the animated series. You're not getting Static Shock. You're not getting
You're not lying,
Batman
yeah.
Beyond. You're not, and that's just DC. Let's keep it real. You're not getting Spider-Man in the '90s. You're not getting any of that.
No,
Wait.
no, that. Wait a minute. Don't.
Spider-Man was actually in the 80s, my friend.
That's
70s.
why I was going. I was
True.
waiting. I was waiting.
True.
I was waiting for my turn to bring it up.
Oh,
Who is my
God.
pick? Because I was
Wait. Which
saying that he was
one?
about to
Which
go
one are we
there.
talking about, though? Which one are we talking? Because
I-
there's two.
Probably
I'm
the one from
personally
82.
going-
Probably the one from 82.
I'm going with Spider-Man and the Amazing Friends. That's
And his
my-
amazing friends. Fire.
I'm going.
Okay.
Then you don't
I'm
get
going-
Spider-Man. You don't get Spider-Man. What was the one? The one. It was a Spider-Man Unlimited. The one
Yeah.
one that came after Spider-Man.
Oh, that was.
That
I don't know. I thought that was Jim. I love Spider-Man Unlimited.
So this man. So I just set up Jay for his pick. All right. You know what?
No. I had it already.
Oh.
I have my list.
No, I'm saying I segued it so that
I
you
got
could.
proof. I got proof. I got proof. Did my research. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And you know, I have a return pick, and for the last one, I'm gonna go with a show personally. For me, I don't know if it's gonna be a popular pick by a lot, but it has a warm place in my heart, as does the movie, because it was a very, very lovely movie. Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget.
You know, I'm not gonna lie.
Nickelodeon
That was-
first cartoons.
I am picking Inspector Gadget. Love the show. Love the movie. I remember like watching the movie. I was just moved into our second place in Cambria. Damn near broke my ankle just freaking jumping on the bed, acting as if I'm Inspector Gadget. Love the movie again. Love the show even more. That's my fourth pick. Back to this dude, Randy. What you got?
That was a sentimental pick. That was really good.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man.
Um,
See, that was gonna be my second pick, but you pissed me off. You pissed
He
me
had to
off.
make sure. He had to make sure.
You know,
Secure the bag.
yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
I'm gonna stick with my people
All right.
at the WB.
Fuck.
You know, y'all know about that rap group. Y'all know about that rap group, right? One of the mad members. Tank Clan, the RZA, the Jizza, Inspector
It's-
Deck, U Guard, Ghostface Killer. So I'm going with Yosemite Sam, Elmer Fudd,
I
Daffy
hate
Duck,
you so much. I hate you so much.
Road Runner,
I hate you so
Daffy
much.
Duck.
Oh
Can't
my
pick my
god.
pick now.
I'm going with the Wu-Tang Clan of all cartoons.
I hate this
Looney Tunes.
guy. I hate this
I'm
guy.
mad because that was literally my next pick.
That was my last pick.
Again?
too.
Here's the thing, though.
I
Here's
should
the
have
thing,
secured
though.
it. I should have secured it.
In his defense, what was the purpose of Looney Tunes being in the 4th round in the first place?
That's the thing.
I was scared. I was like, wait, nobody picked Looney Tunes? Like, I was about
Because
to pick
you want to know what the thing is, man?
Yeah.
You pissed me off. So I went for the. I was like,
You try to go for the
either
jugular?
you could rip someone's balls off or go for the jugular.
Nah.
I went for the jugular. I didn't want to take away nobody's manhood.
I feel you.
know
Nah,
what
you
I'm
got it. You got it. Ryan.
Looney Tunes.
All came according to plan.
Nah, I like that. Still like
I'm
my
mad because it's like I had the chance. I'm in my feelings. I'm like, did I mess up? I'm thinking to myself, did I mess up? I'm like, because you said the WB, and I was like,
yeah. Yeah.
you said the
Twice too. Remember? 'Cause He had the.
I wasn't worried the first time. I wasn't shook. I wasn't worried. Damn, son.
Right, you. I mean, hey, listen. You up, dogs? I don't know what you gonna do, dog. But
Honestly, I'm gonna go with my motif of action shows,
all right.
and this was probably one of the best action space adventure show, and I'm gonna go with Thundercats.
Like that.
I hate
Like
y'all,
that.
motherfuckers.
Like
I
that.
hate-
You took He-Man, Tyler, but I'm gonna have to take the Thundercats.
Yo, I haven't seen you since we were babies,
Damn right.
and I've been waiting
I
all this
literally
time to
got
tell
your
you one
hairstyle
phrase.
now. I got
I mean-
your hairstyle when we were kids.
Yeah, no, you right. I don't. You got the exact thing I was wearing, and I've been waiting all this time to tell you one phrase. You can kiss my ass. Goddamn, gonna pick some goddamn. All right. God damn it.
Well, hey, listen. The last pick, of course, does belong to Tyler's Can't Ty.
Y'all done robbed me dry. What's in my house?
Dude, if it was
Got it.
anime, I would have won this.
That's what my actually. I asked the question. Can I include it?
No, listen. It's
I
coming.
was-
Don't worry.
I
No,
wasn't-
anime is included. Anime is included from the 80s.
And that's why my last pick
It's
is the
included?
godfather of everything. Yeah, y'all mother. I asked from the jump. I
Ah,
asked at the
you
beginning.
didn't hear the start.
Dragon Ball.
No!
Dragon
No,
Ball.
Dragon Ball. Oh my
Dragon
God.
Ball. And here's the part that makes me laugh because I asked this and nobody caught the hint
No,
because I was
did.
ready.
I knew
I
Tyler
was
was going
ready.
I didn't catch it. I didn't catch
I
You know
was
what,
ready.
Magic Johnson?
And I-
I let you have that.
Yeah,
And
word.
no, you
Yeah,
didn't let me
I-
have nothing. There's nothing
I
left in
said
my house.
yes.
You didn't let me have nothing. Let me tell you
Oh,
why.
man. I
Let me
would
tell
have
you
chosen
why.
Pokemon, goddammit.
I'm not, Pokemon's 90s. Let me tell you why Dragon Ball is the.
I would say-
Let me tell you why Dragon Ball.
I went with Voltron. I went with Gundam. But I was like, nah, let me chill.
No, I'm gonna pick
Yeah,
Dragon
that's
Ball
what
because
Voltron.
let's be real. This is
Fine.
the most mainstream anime. That's why it works here. Because when we were kids, we didn't even know it was anime. We were like, this is just cartoons. Look,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Dragon Ball for a reason. There is no perfect. There is like you can make the case for Z and all this stuff because that came a little bit after. But from 86 to 89, when they were rocking that shit, Goku was a kid. You got some of the greatest storytelling in this entire franchise came from the first installation.
Yeah.
Goku as a kid, everybody, you watch that show, you immediately are brought back to your childhood for real. And I know that because I've been to the house multiple times and I've seen Randy eating his cereal, eating his Captain Crunch berries, watching some Dragon Ball on his iPad. Anytime you hear that theme song, you hype no matter what language it is. And then the ending theme song gonna make you bust a tear looking at Bulma looking outside the window, this and that. And there's so many different arcs you could go through. Just Goku being like, I found out my grandfather passed away and now I'm running around with this crazy ass bit. Bulma on this moped looking for Dragon Balls. Him becoming a martial artist. The deaths made you feel something, which is something that over time in Dragon Ball, the deaths, you know, you're waiting for them to come back. Not here. Here, when they were dead, they were dead. And you didn't know if they were going to come
Besides Krillin.
back. Krillin has a terrible death rate in this show.
No, that was sad. That was sad. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I knew what happened in Z, and I was like, damn, Krillin? Like that?
The Z one was more impactful because we really didn't know if he could come back. But when you watched it in Dragon Ball first, it hit you because you grew a relationship with these characters, and now this green thing is killing everything in sight. And that's it. Like, there's so many different arcs, and it all happened right towards the end of '89, which is the last year on this list. And I know the English version came out way after. Don't fuck you. Listen, it still happened in the '80s.
Nah, listen, you
kiss my ass.
Got it. And honestly, that while I wouldn't wholeheartedly say that was a sleeper pick, because you did say anime at the top, you got it. You got it. I
was prepared.
I like how you came strapped, but at the end of the day, you know, in regards to all of our whatchamacallit, respective shows, it's not up to us. You know what I'm saying? It is up to the people. It's up to our people to see and decide who has, of course, the very, very best show. I'll put this up on my social media. I do encourage people to, of course, watch this and vote. Just vote. If you see your show in there and you see your block in there, yo, vote for it. I mean, hey, you know, we have our anime fans. See they Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want to pull up to the Hanna-Barbera special with me, or they want to go to Randy's, or they would love Ryan's theme song, memorable moments, and my show. Because yes, you know, find that all out in the next episode and decide who had the best one and who had the worst one, and whoever has the worst one, y'all suck at drafting. Or why are you doing this? What's the purpose? What's going on? If there's anything, of course, I'm JJ. That's Randy. We got Ryan. We got Ty. Peace.